Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I'm here with the always lovely Juliet Simms at Fans Warped Tour.
Thank you for saying I'm lovely. You're lovely, as always.
Thank you. Juliet and I have talked several times. If I could count, I'd estimate this is our 4th or 5th interview over the many years.
So we're like best friends at this point.
Oh, a girl can hope. I gave you some snake rings back when you were getting snaky. I have
I'm
some
snaky.
I have some bad photos that will never see the light of day. You know, it's fun.
Awesome.
But you are here pulling not double, but triple, quadruple, pentuple. I don't know the other ones, but
pentuple. Wow, I've never heard of that one.
Penta is 5.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get to 8.
Oh.
Octuple duty. You're doing octuple duty.
I like octuple. That's great. Yeah, I'm doing octuple duty, which I am. Yeah, I decided, this year I talked to Kevin Lyman, who's a dear friend of mine, his whole family. Kevin was the one who, originally discovered me as an artist, and since then I've kind of been like his baby, bringing up through, the Fans Warped Tour. This is my 5th time doing it, and I released a single, Wild Child, a couple months ago, and I asked him, hey, I would love to just come out, have a fun summer, play acoustic, get back to the roots, get back to the fans, just hang out, and just have a lovely summer of music and fun. And so
this works
to
well.
Get to my point, I'm doing it alone, and I'm tour managing, I'm teching. Thankfully for the first week I have a guitar player with me, but I'm doing all the work.
But you're a seasoned veteran, so you know
you know
more than the average bear. Like if I were, and I don't sing and I never will, I promise I never will, if I were to do this by myself, I would struggle greatly. But you have more knowledge than most.
Well, I have the knowledge of how the tour runs and everything you have to do. But if it wasn't for the incredible help I get from everyone, from production to catering to press to all the stage hands, like I'm good friends and I know everybody, and they really help me a lot. They make it a lot easier.
It's good to have good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone behind the scenes, and most people don't get to see this, are extremely prepared, like the behind the scenes guys. Like you can ask literally any behind the scenes person and they will know more than what their job requires, and it's so great because it's super organized, especially things like this.
Yeah.
So you're playing acoustic and singing?
Yeah, playing acoustic and singing. We're going to be, I say we're because I'm so used to Automatic Love Letter. I'm going to be playing, anywhere from the acoustic basement to Keep Abreast, I Heart Boobies, to the Kevin Says stage, Ernie Ball stage, and I'll be signing at Trojan, and I mean every day I pretty much just tweet what I'm doing, and I'm like, hopefully someone's there.
And hopefully you make it there on time.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I don't know how you do it by yourself.
I usually don't wear these. It's sandals, and I'm running with my boots. And then before stage, okay. Now I look okay.
You pull it off very well.
Thank you.
Warped is not something easy to do by yourself or even with a big supportive crew.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot of different music across genres. You recently released Wild Child. What music can fans expect next from you?
That's a good question. Actually, I'm going to be making a record and writing this fall, and I'm going to be giving, my supporters and my fans what they want from me. Coming off of The Voice, I realized, I'm like, wow. Looking back at the track record of what I was singing and everything, it was like, well, it's classic rock, it's rock and roll, it's soul, it's passion, and what I noticed in today is, there's not really a strong female rock artist such as Pat Benatar, Joan Jett, Heart.
Naming some really good ones.
Debbie Harry.
Oh my God.
where is she? And those are my influences. That's who I strive to be. And so I really just want to make a record based around who I am as an artist, but also with the sense of strength these women had, and confidence, and knowledgeability, and head on straight, and really being a role model for girls, telling them that they can fucking do it.
I was going to say, because you are definitely a very, what's the word I'm looking for, a very positive person, like you have your shit together, so to speak, in comparison with those other women you just mentioned. That is a good, positive role model, and so we really do, females in general, we do need that positive influence. There you go. Thanks, Andy. Waiting for it.
Yanni did a good job.
Lost my train of thought again. Sorry, the ADD happens. But no, I agree that I think women, men too, need a positive female role model to say, like, I can, everyone can enjoy this.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile that sort of rocker edge with Wild Child? Because they seem a little discordant.
No, I totally understand. Wild Child, it's with that song, it's the attitude, and it's the meaning of the song. I mean, the song was inspired by, I'd read fan letters and Facebook letters and Twitter and Instagram and every other outlet, and the song is really about the misfits. It's really about the kids and the people who don't fit in, who are outcasts, who are being told they can't make their dreams come true, who are weird and dorky and freaky. Because me growing up, I swear to God, I was a loser in school, and I was weird, and I was freaky, but it was fucking, it's who it made me who I am, and it's the reason, like, I turned to music, and I would write, and I would focus my energy on whatever it is that I love to do. So, for me, Wild Childs could be anybody from someone's, sitting in a cubicle that fucking thinks that they're the shit, and it's like, hell yeah, you are. Or someone that's, a kid in high school and is being pushed against a locker and because he's wearing too much black or has black nail polish, or, you know what I mean? Like, those are the people that are original and being who you want to be, And so that's why that song came about. I would definitely say, production-wise, when it first came out, like the first mix we heard, so rock. But there's a lot of
fingers in the pot.
There you go. And so it came out, and I loved it. I still love it. It's definitely pop, definitely made for radio. But we play it different live, which
when you played it live in Virginia, guitar bass, it definitely sounds like a much different song.
It's a different song.
Yeah,
totally. But yeah, I mean, I'm never not proud of anything I put out, and I try to put my all into everything I put out. So.
And now saying what you want for your album, I do see it being sort of a transition from the very sort of pop-centric previous albums you've put out. I think it is a nice sort of step where someone won't go, what the hell is she trying to do now? All of a sudden, she's trying to be this rocker
right.
chick.
And to be completely honest, I mean, the thing that people might not get is that when you are signed to a label, there is 50 people that have an opinion, and you have to pick and choose your battles. And so sometimes you kind of have to be like, okay, to get something done. That's all.
And so you do. It's part of the game. That's fair.
It's been part of the game ever since I've been signed 5 different fucking times.
Right.
So
we talked about that last time. It's got to be frustrating, especially after knowing some of the past struggles that you've dealt with, you sort of know where to give and take, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know where to give and take, and I mean, again, along with the whole woman empowerment thing is like, I'm out on Warped Tour. It's a man's world. You know what I mean? Every tour.
No pun intended. Someone had to say it, but still.
Man's world.
What? I had to.
That's okay. So yeah, I mean, you have to really just become like smart, strong, know what you're doing, really have a good head on your shoulders, and stay educated and on top of your game. Otherwise, the man's world will gobble you up.
Well, like I said, you definitely have those qualities. So, I always follow you. I've been a fan first, long time ago, and then interviewer for many times, and so it's been great to get to know you from the personal aspect. I always wonder, and I'm not trying to push a button or anything. Music reality TV has a sort of hit or miss. It's either they are top of the charts or they've disappeared into obscurity. You don't have someone that just sort of cracks the surface. Right. So is there a fear involved with when you accepted that show and when you saw where you went?
And it's so funny that you mentioned this, because when I accepted the show was on 2011 Warped Tour. I had the offer. I went to Kevin Lyman, who's the god of Warped Tour, and I told him about it, and he goes, "What do you have to lose?" And I was like, and he's like, and then he goes, "You're going to do amazing on it." And so then I was like, all right. That gave me the confidence to do it. So I did it, and sure enough, it went really, really, really great. Actually, today it was amazing because a Rolling Stone a Rolling Stone article came out because I did a Yahoo Music live thing, and I have no idea why they did an article about it, but they did.
She's awesome.
Well, no, I mean it literally almost brought me in tears because it was so sweet, and they were just they said a lot about the voice. That's been said to me every day of my life.
Like what?
I don't. Yeah, just
okay.
Read it. You'll see.
I'll get it.
Yeah, they complimented me so much. It really warmed my heart, and yeah, we talked about everything that we're talking about right now, and so it's been a good day.
I love that you're so humble too. Like I remember watching your. I know it makes you cringe to say it. I'm sorry.
No.
But like I always watched your reactions every week, and it wasn't like, hell yeah, I know I got this. It was, holy shit. and I had the same reaction. So it was a very human reaction, because I, again, would never imagine what it's like to be in that place. But you see some people where they're like, I'm confident I'm going to the next round, whatever. And so there's no sort of human reaction, but your reactions every week were very human and genuine.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I think those reactions come from people that haven't had to like sleep on floors and couches and cars and the struggle. When you have to go through the struggle and really have to try, blood, sweat, and tears, you appreciate every win. You appreciate every moment. And so, yeah, when I sang Roxanne and all of the people stood up, I can't tell you how hard I had to not like cry. Like it was I couldn't believe it. So that's where my appreciation comes from. Is just the fact that I feel each and every moment.
And you can, like I said, you can really tell. And I think that that's very refreshing in the music scene, where cockiness, especially in the male point of view, is sort of supreme. You want to be that machismo sort of figure. But I think that for women, we can certainly be that. It's always more, we always pull it back a couple of notches. That's the feminine response, if you will. So I have to ask a question I know you've probably been asked before, so don't pretend to be surprised. You have a wonderful new look that looks amazing. What was the inspiration behind it? Was it like planned or like, fuck it, one of these days, I just gotta cut it off?
You are the first person to ask me this.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm not shutting the fuck up. Dead serious. Honestly, to be completely honest, I mean, there's no other way to say it other than I've been doing extensions and hair dyeing since I was 13 years old. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, not even kidding. And
It does really bad things.
it does really bad things. So since I've been doing it, so 10 years later, it's like, oh shit, where's my hair? So I honestly was just like,
doing this.
yeah, I had so much extensions that they were beautiful and they were gorgeous and they're great, but I just was like, fuck, I want short hair. It's summer. It's also a way to say, girls, doesn't matter if you have hair. Like it was a bunch of inspiring things for me. So it was like, it's gonna be hot, fuck hair, you're still beautiful, doesn't matter. That kid right there, my boy, took a buzzer, and we just, and then I literally, afterwards, I was so happy. Oh my God, I can shower in 5 minutes, just mess up my hair and just be like, shows off your neck and your...
Not everyone can pull it off. You are very
I'm
fortunate.
sure. Are you kidding me? So many girls that I meet on Warped Tour that come up to me in signings or whatever with short hair. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, you're lucky. But I had to ask because I didn't know if it was sort of a conscious decision to like, all right, this is the new me. This is the new, a new image.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. As everybody knows, I change my look a lot. I'm constantly dyeing my hair, different colors, blah, 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 blah. You know, Bowie said it best, an artist is constantly reinventing and evolving. And I feel like I do that every week. So, I grow, I learn something new, I do something different, and I'm spontaneous. I'm a fucking wild child.
I can relate. No, it's great.
No, I do what I feel and what I want, and it doesn't matter branding or who you should look like or how. It's like.
So did all those other fingers in the pot, if you will, freak out?
Freak out.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you didn't.
They fruck out.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you didn't say ahead of time. By the way, I'm thinking about cutting my hair all off.
Yeah,
I'm sure they
did it. I did it, and then.
And then you got screamed at by everyone involved. And I'm sure that felt awesome. Exactly. It's yourself. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with yourself. So after Warped Tour being the one-woman band, what's next?
What's next is I'm making a record. And I'm making an album that I want to make from this heart and what I love to do.
So last time we talked, you and Andy had both donated clothing to Closets for a Change.
Closets for Causes.
I'm so sorry. Closets for Causes.
Come, Heather.
Well, how much money did you raise with your clothing?
I raised about $9,000. Andy raised about 20. Yeah.
What am I doing?
We're talking about Closets for Causes and how much we raised. You raised $20,000 and I raised $9,000.
Yes.
Was there a bit of competition involved?
Well,
For you, Andy,
not,
was there competition?
Not for her, but for me, to an exceptional degree. I was sweating it a little bit, but God was on our side, and we pulled through.
My clothes were totally cuter.
Yeah, they were. But the difference was that my clothes were sweatier, and that's appealing to a certain number of people because of my sweat is made of dreams. So, dream sweat. It's a thing I bought. It was an injection. It was expensive, but it's worth it.
Well, then I'm going to put you on the spot. Will you donate something for us to auction off for the charity Music Drives Us?
Sweaty enough. If I can find something sweaty enough, I'd totally do it.
All right, please do.
All right.
Make a difference for people that...
Make a
Try
difference.
to make a difference.
Thank you. I mean, when it comes to the charity that we always donate to is Music Drives Us. They're based out of Boston. You know you've looked it up. I hope you have. So we were able to do a lot. The headstock that you guys signed, I'm still going to rotate around.
Awesome.
That's going to be sort of my project for the night.
Awesome.
And you mentioned before Keep Abreast. What are the other... I mean, you've worked with a lot of different causes.
Keep Abreast. I played their tent 2011. I played their tent. I did guitar lessons there. I casted my boobs, even though there's not anything really there.
Positive role model. There's who cares?
Okay, fine. There's a little something there. Bug bites. But I cast it, and it was so much fun. I know all of the people over there. Brittany, Courtney, like everybody over there is just like the sweetest people. And actually, this summer I will be playing their tent as well and doing some signings there.
So you're a positive role model through your music. You're a positive role model through your actions.
I try to be.
I mean, I don't know how she pulls it off so well. I'm sorry, I'm going to make her blush, and I won't do it again. So do you know where you're recording your album yet?
Nope.
So it's all a big secret.
It's all a bit. Yeah.
How many songs do you have written so far?
Oh, crap. I would say there's a good 50 songs. I'm a perfectionist.
It's been a while too, but yes.
Yes, it's been a while. I'm a perfectionist, and I want it to be a stellar album.
So stay tuned for more from Juliet Simms. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com.